even care? Well, I think that we have a backdoor problem. I know we have a backdoor problem in our industry. We're losing more patients out of the back door than we're gaining in the front door. And part of the reason is because our team is so busy. And there's two areas that I believe patients are leaving our practice because we're not giving them amazing customer service or our systems are broken. So our patients are leaving because our team's too busy for them. We feel like a number. I used to feel like a family member, but now I come in and you guys are always running behind and I'm just a number, and they go find another dentist. Or that we're not reappointing them, we're not doing reactivation calls, we're not making sure that everything is done the way it's supposed to be, and they fall through the cracks. So here's an example of one of the areas that you could look at AI to sort of find the areas where we're not offering great systems or customer service and plug in something to fix it. Mango AI is one of my solutions. This is part of the reason I even started talking about Mango years ago, is because they found this with the phones. We tell our team members all the time to answer the phone, have the conversation, and then put your notes in the practice management software. But the reality is when we hang up on that phone call, there's somebody standing in front of me. I haven't gone to the bathroom. The doctor's waiting to see where their next patient is. The hygienist wants to know about fluoride. And either I don't put my notes in or I put my notes in very cryptic. And when your team members are on the phone, they're having to sit there and write the notes down. So they're having to focus on writing the notes versus focusing on the patient that they're on the phone call with. Well, Mango about a year ago came out with Mango Notes, AI Notes, which is basically when your employees hang up with the patient, the notes get transcribed and put right into the practice management software. And also, we get to see, are they happy or not happy on that phone call? How was the conversation? So before this, we knew when the phones were ringing, but we didn't know what was happening on the phone calls. Now we actually have a transcription of what's happening on the phone calls. And your employees don't have to worry about so much of writing everything down and trying to get the notes in because they know that this is going to get summarized and put into the PMS. So this is a super easy example of AI that you could turn on today like that for minimal amount of money if you're a Mango client. And your team no longer has to put notes in after the phone call, which is going to give them time back in their day. So when you're looking at where do I get AI? Where does it make sense to use AI? What I would say is look for places where you're dropping the balls. Now, that you can tell this is an AI picture I made about 4 months ago. And I said, give me a dental office where they're dropping the balls. It's not the best picture, but it's kind of funny in mine. So I keep it in here. But your team's dropping the balls all the time. We say we're going to call a patient back and we don't. We supposed to follow up on that treatment plan and we don't. We are missing phone calls. We still, to this day, the calls are not being answered. We're supposed to do that social post and we didn't, whatever. Wherever you are finding places your team is dropping the balls or you're dropping the ball, that's where you start to plug in AI, right? So right now, without even signing up or getting help with anyone else, you can actually start to pick tasks right now. Pick a repetitive task on your day that drains your time, or help your team member. Every one of them have a meeting and say, let's all pick one thing, and then let's work on one simple prompt, and then let's try to do it so that we can start to experience a little bit more efficiency, a quick win. Why do we